News at 10 on 2 Works for You starts right now.
No one wishes this was solved any more than I do.
A Delaware County woman hopes bones found in a shallow grave today could bring peace to her family after 18 years. It's a story you'll see only on 2 News. Developing weather tonight, what's heading toward green country as the mercury just keeps falling. Brett tells us when you'll see it in your neighborhood.
Hi, Karen, and good evening, everyone. We're tracking rain and snow right now. There's snow in western Oklahoma, and it is slowly creeping to the east. On Storm Shield radar right now, though, it's very light rain. In fact, a lot of it's not even reaching the ground to the immediate west of Tulsa, but a strip of light rain is moving eastward along Interstate 40. Then we widen things out, and look at this band of snow now creeping into western parts of Oklahoma coming out of Texas. This is going to slide south and eastward. The best chance for a rain-snow mix tomorrow morning will be close to Interstate 40 down toward McAllister, maybe as far north as Muskogee. Tulsa right on the edge may just see a little bit of light rain and not much more than that. Winter weather advisories from Oklahoma City westward. You get into a winter storm warning in those areas in pink. Streets are dry here, as you can tell from our Midtown camera, Interstate 44. Bartlesville right now at 39 degrees. Muskogee's at 48. McAllister also at 48 degrees with a northeast wind at 7. So here's the forecast overnight, staying in the 40s through 3 a.m. Some light rain developing around midnight, so it'll be just all rain with temps in the 40s in Tulsa. Then the temperatures fall back into the middle 30s. And tomorrow morning, that rain will be down to the south with some snow mixing in. And some areas like Bartlesville could actually see a little sunshine tomorrow morning. We'll go over all those details and talk about the big weekend warm-up coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Brett. And we'll help you stay ahead of the weather. Just download our 2 News Storm Shield app. It works just like a weather radio, and it's always right in the palm of your hand. Breaking news into the newsroom tonight. Police make an arrest in Tulsa's 6th murder. It all began as a silver alert for an Inola man with Parkinson's. Tonight, Matthew Hanna is accused of killing 70-year-old Gerald Hale. Police say surveillance video from the Super 8 motel where Hale's body was found led them to Hanna. Detectives tell us the video shows Hanna coming to the motel with Hale, and later it shows Hanna leaving in Hale's truck without him. Police say they found Hanna about a mile from where the truck turned up, and he now faces a charge of first-degree murder. Now, the victim is from Inola, that small community just 30 miles from Tulsa, and his passing is the talk of the town. Neighbors concerned about what happened and praying for his family.
I just thought it'd be rough on the town, being that everybody does know everybody, and just kind of strange thing that happens, you know. It's disappointing to anybody, and I feel for the family, because I don't know what I could do if I went through something like that.
People living in Inola say the Hale family is well known and well liked. New at 10, 2 News first on the scene of a shooting at the River Chase Apartments in South Tulsa. Police say a man was shot in the chest and side. They say the victim told them that he was getting out of his car when someone tried to carjack him. But detectives believe it's a drug deal gone wrong, and they say the victim is in stable condition. Right now, an investigation is underway to identify bones found in a shallow grave today. One family shocked while burying a loved one they lost. Another family hoping that they found someone who disappeared years ago. 2 News reporter Liz Bryant is south of Jay, just off Highway 59, with a story you'll see only on 2.
Well, right now you can see the truck behind me, the man inside securing this scene until the medical examiner arrives tomorrow. Mixed in with the flowers and headstone dating back to 1897. Workers cover the shallow grave with a blue tarp in Delaware County.
During the digging in the shallow part of the grave that they were digging, they came across some bones that were not in a casket or not in a vault.
Sheriff Harlan Moore believes finding an upper arm bone, skull, and a few ribs only 2.5 feet underground in an unmarked spot in this cemetery isn't suspicious.
It could be just old bones where family didn't have money to put some away and put them in the cemetery. But it could be our missing loved one.
Pat Rogers still mourns her cousin Barbara Willard, who disappeared 18 years ago. Tonight, Pat's hope is restored. Hope she's cycled through many times over the years.
We never give up hope. We believe in God very strongly. And we believe that there's nothing hidden that won't be exposed.
Workers also placed a tarp over the pile of dirt that came out of the shallow grave. The medical examiner will sift through it to look for more bones.
I don't think anyone should take it as any kind of hope whatsoever. And I hope that if they have anybody missing, that they would not think that this might be a possibility of one of their loved ones. I really don't believe that's the case.
For now, the family that planned to bury their loved one lost to cancer in this grave will wait, along with Pat. And it took until 6 tonight to figure out if this is in fact Cherokee tribal land or state land. Ultimately, the lead agency is the Delaware County Sheriff's Office, so this is state land. In Delaware County, Liz Bryant, 2 News works for you.
Thank you, Liz. Now an update to breaking news that we first brought to you on 2 News at 5. Tulsa police make an arrest in an officer-involved accident. Police tell 2 News Lance Webb crashed his SUV right into the officer's car. It happened near Pine in North Peoria. Police saw the suspect race out of the Gateway Market parking lot driving erratically. Webb ended up with head injuries in the crash. The officer was treated at the hospital and released, and we're told he is resting at home tonight. In a 2 News health alert, you know, this time of year school is usually canceled for bad weather, but at Morris schools, flu season is really taking a toll, forcing the district to close Thursday and Friday. 2 News reporter Nathan Edwards explains why the district made the decision.
Well, Karen, it's a precautionary measure. Every day this week, the number of students calling in sick kept growing, and school leaders hope a 4-day weekend will help do away with the flu. At Morris Elementary School, it's hands-on experience keeping the kids curious, but it's also what's spreading the germs.
We're getting hit from several different directions with illnesses.
Flu, strep throat, stomach virus, you name it, kids are getting sick. Today, 161 students didn't show up, prompting school leaders to cancel school for the next 2 days.
I think it's a good idea with everybody being sick.
Now the sick students can recover while others avoid the germs.
You know, you can do as much as you can to teach your children at home to do, you know, hand washing practices and stuff, covering your mouth, but a lot of kids come to school and they cough, you know, out and don't, you know, cover and wash as much, so.
Jennifer Stacy, a mother of 2, has already faced sickness in her house and doesn't want to revisit it again. She hopes the time off will do some good.
It keeps from having to spread more sickness throughout the community to other kids and stuff.
While kids are off, the district will be hard at work, wiping down surfaces, restocking sanitizer, and trying to eradicate the problem before class is back in session.
Hopefully when we come back Monday that our absentee rate will drop and get the kids back in school and things will be good.
The last time Morris School District canceled classes for sickness was 3 years ago. The superintendent says, unfortunately, in a town this small, sickness spreads quickly. Reporting Nathan Edwards, 2 News works for you.
Now, the flu is often mistaken for the common cold. 2 News working to make sure you know the difference, so it might save you a trip to the doctor. We've posted a quiz for you on our website. All you have to do is click on the Morris school closing story. You answer 10 questions, such as how often you have a fever or how often you sneeze. The quiz will actually calculate your answers and then determine if the symptoms indicate you're fighting the flu or a cold. It's also available on our mobile app. New at 10 right now, 4 Oklahomans being monitored for the Ebola virus. Although all are low risk and none confirmed to have the disease, officials at OU Medical Center say they are ready. The medical center opened a brand new biocontainment unit, and this simulation shows how the state's only biocontainment care unit would work if a patient ever tests positive for a dangerous infectious disease such as Ebola.
The first thing that we wanted to do was to create a safe environment, not only for the patients that might be in the unit, but for the patients that are in hospitals across the state.
The new unit features 2 patient rooms, a lab, storage for protective gear, and more. The goal to make it entirely self-contained, eliminating the potential for exposure to other patients and staff.
And tonight we are tracking a winter storm that is bringing snow to parts of green country. Who can expect what in my Storm Shield forecast?
Not your typical smash and grab, weapons stolen from a trooper. And later, behind the scenes at the BOK for the show that keeps changing. You're watching 2 News at 10.